Hi, Sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video where this man was talking about how they invented racism. And all I can say is that we know, Black people know, everything needed racism according to you people, because people that look like me were not the ones that invented any of this. And what is your culture? Your culture is white supremacy. So what is it? What does white supremacy mean? It means that at the same time that you all want to be at the top. That is one of the reasons why you created race, because each time we talk about race, and I am like, man, this was not anybody's idea. It was your idea to create that in order to keep some people down and continue to maintain the hierarchy that you have always been. That's why if you look around so much, you definitely will see how hard Black people are working to make sure that they dismantle the system, because the system has been all out there oppressing people that look like me and other people, right? So the fact that a white man actually, a white man actually thought it was really wise for him to go to a black man's comment section to tell him to go and work hard, like, that they do not owe you anything. Like, did anybody say that you owe black people something? Yeah, you actually owe them reparations. Pay them the reparations that you owe them, because that is one thing I know that you are actually going to pay, whether you like it or not. You think you can be. Let's get into this video.
Europeans invented racism. No civilization in human history has ever needed racism like Europeans did, because no civilization in human history had such an identity crisis or such a violent inferiority complex that it had to build an entire global caste system just to feel tall. Let's be clear, the Persians didn't turn skin tone into an economic engine. The Zulu didn't build biometric racial taxonomies. The Chinese didn't create a global, pigment-based chain gang to mine sugar, rubber, cotton, and gold. That was Europe. That was the lab. That was the launch pad. They didn't stumble into racism. They weaponized melanin deficiency, then called it a civilizational virtue. They saw their skin flake in the sun, and instead of fixing their diet, they invented a world order. You think racism is natural? Then why did it have to be written into papal decrees, encoded into slave ledgers, whispered into microscopes, and screamed into every textbook from 1500 to now? This was not human nature. This was colonial software. 1452, the Vatican signs off on global genocide, the original terms and conditions. 1492, Columbus doesn't discover land. He discovers a business model. Rape, murder, extract. 1705, whiteness becomes law. Blackness becomes a death sentence. 1800s, France, Germany, England. Your Enlightenment heroes build the operating system of racial capitalism. Skulls measured, breasts catalogued, bones stolen, children displayed in zoos. 1904, the Herero people are wiped out. Not incidentally, scientifically. Germany tests out genocide like it's in beta mode. The end game? Whiteness as God, property, passport, and border. Melanin as contamination, currency, and commodity. Whole continents redlined, whole oceans trafficked, whole species of humans declassified. Europeans didn't just invent racism. They engineered a spirit-killing, land-stealing, child-breaking, globe-spanning operating system that still boots up every time you say diversity with a straight face. They gave racism a paper trail, a family crest, a user manual, and a customer service line, and we are still on hold. They didn't invent hatred. They invented the spreadsheet that turns hatred into quarterly profit. They made racism fiscal. They made it religious. They made it sexy, scholarly, and self-replicating. And then they gaslit the world for noticing. cope.
You know, I'm so glad I remembered this comment. I'm so glad. Because this comment, in and of itself, represents everything that is completely wrong with this country and why it will be hard as fuck for us to change it. Delusion at its finest. No one owes you anything. Bull shit. Yes, they do. We have got to stop fucking saying this. And since you put it up here, I'm going to use this as a teachable moment. Okay, because I put it on a video about men's mental health, and obviously you didn't fucking hear me when I said this. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Do you know why corporations can walk around and spend as much money in our politics as they want to, and then in turn fuck us this sideways with the result? Because of thinking like that. You give your time, your energy, your resources, you give your intelligence, you give everything to make somebody else money. And they throw pennies at you. They throw pennies at you. They owe you more than pennies. They do. This is the problem with American mindset. This is where that American exceptionalism comes up. And this is why there's cracks in that bitch, and there always has been cracks in that bitch, because what this person just did was practice that rugged individualism bullshit. This is why the conversation about reparations make poor ass people start patting their pockets and going to get their second amendments, as if somebody wants what you have. No, nobody wants your poor ass shit. Never have and never will. But you're wrong as fuck when you say nobody owes you anything. Oh, yes, the fuck they do. Yes, they do. Every day people get up in the morning. They put on their clothes, their uniforms, or what have you. They walk out their door away from their families, some of which have spouses that also get up and leave the house, and their kids go to school and things of that nature. And they go and they give their labor to someone. If you're lucky enough to own your own business, you still inevitably end up paying somebody for something. You have a landscaping business where you need the equipment, you got to go pay for it. Or where you need seed, fertilizer, potting soil, things of that nature, you have to go pay somebody for it. And in the process of all of this happening, a transference of wealth gets snatched out of your pockets every year, and then you are told it is a poor person that stole it from you. Out of the average American's paycheck, you will pay $35 a year for programs like WIC, TANF, food stamps, and things of that nature. But out of that same paycheck, you will pay over $4,000 a year for corporate welfare. And what exactly do you get? Where's your return on investment for that corporate welfare? You don't see it. You genuinely don't. But you will see it in the polls. You will see it when it comes time for you to elect somebody to lead this country. You will see it then, because they will spend that money on a candidate that will continue to have that corporate welfare gravy train rolling right the fuck in. And what is it that people like yourself end up doing? You end up blaming the poor person standing right next to you for your lot in life, as if they are the reason you're not standing next to these goddamn people. The system is set up in such a way that you will inevitably end up paying more in corporate welfare than you ever paid in government assistance for poor people, and you will still fight the poor people. Work and earn like everyone else. Do you really earn for your work? Do you? Do you really honestly think you are being paid what you are worth? I can go ahead and answer it for you. The answer is no. You are not. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. You are not. You are not being paid your worth. You are simply working to make someone else rich. You get pennies, they get $2 for every fucking hour that you work. So if you put in a 10-hour day, 5 days a week, that's 50 hours. They're paying you literally what they think you're worth, not what you have put in to that job. And if you're in a salary position, go fuck yourself. You're done. It's a wrap. Why do you think so many people were cheering about no overtime on tips and things of that nature? Not realizing that you're still going to get screwed in the long run. And here you are, spreading that disinformation, spreading that misinformation, spreading those lies, spreading them. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to punch down than it is to punch up. Or complain and get nothing. Choice is yours. All I have ever heard is people complaining. But they're always complaining to people who are in the same lot in life that they are. Not complaining to the people who actually could change these things. They're complaining to people that are standing next to them. How in the fuck are you on a bread line, a soup line, a fucking line for provisions, and you're mad at the motherfucker in front of you and behind you when you're not mad at the system that made the fucking bread line and soup line needed in the first place? This is the shit we have to stop. I don't think we ever will, which is why when I hear somebody talk about the greatness of this country, I giggle. There is no greatness here. There is delusion. There is delusion. We are owed more than what we get. Every single solitary American. If you have a person on disability, they deserve to be taken care of. You have this powerful ass government that can afford new nuclear weapons, but you mean to tell me you can't keep a place where people with disabilities can get help and the resources that they need open? You can't do that? So you starve the nation to feed the maw of defense contractors. Because remember, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guardmen, or Guardians, we're not making these MRAPs. We're not making these M4s. We're not making these Abrams tanks. Some business is. And we have to feed that maw. But you want to talk about working for what you want. And to even notice this, to even bring it up, to even say it out loud somehow is considered complaining by the motherfucker standing in the same line your ass is in. How the fuck are you using government assistance, bitching about somebody else using government assistance? They've got you believing that, oh, well, the blacks get more, and the Asians get more, and the Jews get more, and the gays get more. We all deserve what we get. Even your poor dumbass. You deserve it. When I hear small business owners talk about tax credits and this, that, and the third, and how they're fighting against people using them for welfare, I'm asking, which way are you pointing? At the poor motherfucker or the rich motherfucker that continues to fuck you over? How many times have we bailed out the banks, the airlines, Wall Street? And what do they do with that money? They bought back their own stock to rise the price of it, and then sold it off and made millions. And your dumbass is out here talking about work for what you want? Work and earn like everybody else? Are you out of your fucking mind? This myth that there are poor people that are just riding the waves of all this government assistance is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard, especially considering the fact Elon Musk, ketamine taking Pe0ple ass gets more in government subsidies than any poor fucking city in the United States. And yet, y'all never punch at him. Some of you are afraid. Some of you think you'll be like that. Neither one of them should be true. You will never be these people. And as far as punching down, who are you hurting? Yay, I punched down on the poor people using food stamps. But over $4,000 of your check every year goes to corporate welfare, and you're too pussy to even say their names. Yeah, they owe us. But we're never going to get anything if we have to listen to people like you. There seems to be this misconception that now because Donald Trump and Elon Musk are fighting, that somehow we like Elon Musk. Make no mistake about it, fuck no. Fuck no. You don't get a chance to do a fucking Nazi salute behind the goddamn seal of the President of the United States and ever get any ounce of fucking love on this side. Fuck him. Fuck him every day and twice. Actually, 4 times on Sunday. No, we don't like Elon Musk. We just love watching as sharks eat other sharks. That's it. It is entertaining to us because one is a egomaniacal maniac, and the other one is also an egomaniacal maniac. It's Alien versus Predator. We ain't rooting for either one of these motherfuckers. In fact, we realize that both of them are existential threats to everything that we believe in, and we're hoping they take each other the fuck out. No, we're not friends with fucking Elon Musk. Fuck him every day, all day, and twice or 4 times on Sunday. No, we're not fans of fucking Elon Musk now. He is more than welcome to put on a Speedo and a goddamn wave cap or a cap for his hair and come drown in his dick. Ain't nobody fans of that motherfucker. No, what we are enjoying is the fruit of the egotistical nature of both Donald Trump and Elon Musk. You will never in this life ever see me root for a motherfucker that literally is here to fucking take. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't root for billionaires, and I damn sure don't root for politicians. I'm watching the fucking shit go on fire, and I'm having the goddamn greatest time of my life. This ranks up there, right up there next to my losing my virginity, if you really want to be honest about it. No, we're not fans of that motherfucker at all. Ain't nobody root for anybody. Period. We're not rooting for anyone. We want to see these motherfuckers tear each other to shreds. Tear each other the fuck apart. We are hoping that by the end of this, everybody's fucked up. Reveal every secret of either one of them. Put it all out in Front Street so that we all can have a hearty But no, we're not holding up some go Elon signs. Fuck him. He can go the fuck into the ocean. Elon is more than welcome to go to the edge of the ocean, Atlantic, Pacific, I don't give a fuck. Gulf of Mexico, I don't care. And go walk through that motherfucker. And as far as Trump is concerned, at 1989, Central Park / Exonerated 5. It's been fuck him ever since. It's been fuck him since I had a high top fade. No goddamn fans. Of who? These 2 motherfuckers? Man, if you don't get the fuck on, y'all gonna have a big bag of D's nuts. The fuck? No. We just like watching people tear each other apart, especially people who fucking deserve it. And make no mistake about it, these 2 bitches deserve it. 2 of the most vainglorious motherfuckers I've ever seen in my fucking life. I have never seen 2 men more vain than these 2. I haven't. You got to go back in the goddamn history books. And the crazy part about it is, neither one of them are vain because of shit they've actually done. They've been giving handouts and hand-ups so fucking long that they think they actually earned this shit. No, neither one of them bitches did. They ain't earned shit. And both of them have a cult-like following. Tech bros love us some Elon because he's going to get us to Mars. I hope he take all y'all with him. Go. And don't come back. We good. And Trump supporters are some of the most brain-dead, walking dead motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. He can do no wrong except when he does wrong when it's somebody else's fault. So if you think there's fans of Elon over here, you have got another fucking thing coming. Ain't nobody fans of that fucker. No, we're not. We're just enjoying watching as one egotistical maniac tears apart another egotistical maniac. That's what you're seeing. It ain't fucking rooting for either one. Fuck them. Let them both burn. I hope they end up like Thrag and Invincible at the end of the comics. In a sun. Just burning alive. Just nothing but embers. So if you think we're rooting for either side of this, you don't know us very well. We have been waiting on this. An oligarch versus a goddamn narcissistic thin-skinned bitch. Which one is which? I don't know. You tell me. I can't tell the two apart now. Tear each other apart. Rip each other's heads off. We are all okay with it. Because at the end of it, these two mooks will be fucking exposed at butt naked for the rest of the goddamn world to see. And to see how little either of them contribute to an American society or a worldwide society. They ain't shit, ain't never been shit, they never will be shit. Fuck them both. The fuck you talking about fans? Fuck them motherfuckers.
This is all I got from this video. So what is it with white people out today that when you complain about what is going on or how life hard is today, and somebody will come out to gaslight you because at this point in time, he started with delusional at its finest. No one owes you anything. Work and earn like everyone else or complain and get nothing. Choice is yours. Like, these people think black people are just waiting or waiting for handouts and all that. Have you really ever seen a black man waiting for things to happen? They have always been on the move right from the beginning of time to this very moment. All these stories that you hear about black people being lazy, it's a lie. Because black people are never lazy. Check around. I am an African woman and I know how the hustle is. Not just only black, I won't just say black men, black women too. They are getting the bags. So when somebody wants to gaslight himself, because I think this is just trying to gaslight and all that. When people try to because I remember back then when that really used to be their slogan. Excuse me. It used to be their slogan that when something happens, before you know what it's going to, they will tell you, you are lazy. I know. Black people are not lazy. All these ones are just stereotype they used against us, because there is nothing I have not heard since it's also from them that I learned that, everything bad is black people, but everything white is good. And this has always been the book and the videos that we have all seen right from the beginning of time to this very moment. They are the beauty and we are you are the beast. They are the modeling standard and you are, oh my goodness. I am actually very happy that we are finding ourselves and breaking the barriers, and also not looking at the stereotype, because if there are some stereotype that will break you. There are some things that will break you, especially all the stereotypes I hear them talk about when it comes to black people. But black people are always breaking barriers, making moves, and doing the best for themselves. So you all deserve some accolades. When we talk about racism and all that, you all know that you invented that. Everything. What is your culture? What is your culture all about? What do you have to talk about your culture? Sincerely speaking, when we talk about that inferiority complex, like this man said, they are number one. Because how do you as this, think that you are the alpha, like from nowhere. Who actually made who? What made you think that? What made you think that you are like everything? But when you look around, you definitely will see how you all have penetrated. Because, like, when we are talking about superiority, we are talking about. Why am I yawning? I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning. When we talk about superiority, we'll talk about people that have mastered or like have that know some certain things beyond. But this one is, I think this is the only thing that make you superior, right? That is what they always think. People that do not have to go and steal people's thing and make it there to be superior. People that do not have to intimidate you in order to be superior. I mean, you all already know that how it started, that racism is your culture. Yeah. So let's talk about, like I have said this in several times, like anybody that is looking for a way to be on Queen Elonia's side, you are really on a long thing, because I said it in some of my videos that I've done already, that both of them are not good for Black people. So why do you have to choose one of them to side? No, we don't do like that where I come from. When both people are not okay, or the both people have been fighting you all this way, and probably they split over one or two things, and then you want to side. No, we don't do like that. And I don't want to hear that I am on this person's side, because more like it looks like they are also looking for a way to divide attention, to, like, cause chaos. Like they are trying to shift attention from the things that are going on and how bad things are already, so you won't see what it's going on. But now I am watching, people are watching, people are seeing. There is no siding anybody at this point in time. We maintain the stand that you have been standing on. They are both very dangerous for people that look like me, and this is how it is. Bye for now.